India has done it again. Another Rafale deal, this time not for the Air Force, but the Indian Navy. This week, India officially finalizes the long anticipated deal to acquire 26 Rafale marine fighters from France, giving the Indian Navy its first deck-based 4.5 generation fighters in decades. Now, the purchase includes 22 single-seater Rafale M's and 4 twin-seater trainers, custom fit for operations from aircraft carriers like the INS Vikrant and INS Vikramaditya. Now, let's be clear. This isn't just another defense deal. Of course, it is a defense deal. But this is also a strategic pivot, with its crosshairs squarely aimed at the Indo-Pacific power contest. Let me explain. As China ramps up its presence in the Indian Ocean, with more frequent deployments, bases in Djibouti, Gwadar in Pakistan, and an expanding blue water navy, India needs to signal that it won't just defend its turf, it will dominate it. Now, these Rafale M's are a small part of that signal. But why do they actually matter? Because carrier-based air power is one of the big force projection tools at sea. And for too long, India's aircraft carriers have had to make do with aging MiG-29K fighters that have struggled with reliability and readiness. The Rafale M brings with it combat-proven credibility, advanced radar and sensor suites, better range, and the ability to carry a lethal mix of air-to-air, air-to-ground weapons, including anti-ship missiles, crucial in naval warfare, at a reach that the Indian Navy doesn't currently possess. These jets turn INS Vikrant, an indigenously built aircraft carrier, from a symbol of pride into a platform of real power. They're interoperable with the Indian Air Force's 36 Rafales, meaning shared logistics, maintenance, and training pipelines, and they come battle-tested. From Libya to Syria to the Indo-Pacific, the Rafale has, in a way, already proven its teeth, but there is a way to go there. But even as we welcome this boost to India's naval aviation, we have to acknowledge the bigger picture. This is another aircraft import. The latest chapter in India's long and frustrating history of buying fighter jets from abroad. From Jaguars to Mirages to Su-30s and now Rafales, the pattern doesn't shift. In the age of Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is a problem. It's a big one right in front of us. Because great powers don't just fly fighters, they build them. True naval air power lies not just on deck, but in domestic design and manufacturing. And while the indigenous twin-engine deck-based fighter, or TED-BF, is in the works, it remains years away from reality. So let's call this deal what it is: a strategic necessity, but also a stopgap. An essential fill-in to plug a dangerous capability gap, but one that must pave the way, not set the tone. And let this be the hope, that the Rafale M is the last imported fighter the Indian Navy ever inducts. That the next fighter to take off from an Indian aircraft carrier is one born not in France or Russia, but right here in India. Designed, developed, and built for our seas by our hands.